Wes Lee here with the Mesonet weather report. It is or soon will be wheat planting season in Oklahoma. It would have been nice if Hurricane Francine in the Gulf had tracked our way last week instead of curving off to the east. We sure could have used the rain, as you can see on our paltry 7-day rainfall map. Little to no rain can be seen in most areas of the state. Only cloudy in Pushmataha County made it up to an inch. I rarely look at 2-inch soil moisture maps because they fluctuate so much with daily sunshine. But since wheat seeds would be planted in this zone, it might be worth looking at them now. You can see here that at the 2-inch depth under sod, there is very little water indicated for most of the wheat belt. This map is the fractional water index, where 0 is as dry and 1 is as wet as the sensor can read. The pattern doesn't change much as we look deeper in the soil, as seen here at 10 inches. Looking at soil moisture in a graphical form for Weatherford, we see they had one good rain this summer. It came during the first week of July and amounted to about 1.3 inches that only percolated down to 4 inches. No decent rain has happened since then. Gary is up next, showing drought is looking a little worse each week.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, it's not a secret the drought continues to worsen. Let's just get right to the new map and see where we are. Unfortunately, we're seeing that severe to extreme drought spread more and more. Now, the extreme drought is the next to worst category on the drought monitor intensity scale. That's the red. The tan and the brown, that's moderate to severe. You can tell pretty easily where it's spreading also. It's along the Red River all the way over now to the border with Arkansas and Louisiana, and then more up in north central Oklahoma, so we're talking Major County, Garfield County. And again, we have a little bit of extreme drought up in that region as well. And we also have the far northeastern corner of the state now completely covered with at least moderate drought. So it's much easier to show where there's not drought now than where there is drought. Pretty easy to see why also. We have a long dry spell going on, especially in southwestern Oklahoma. If you look down there in the far southwestern corner at our Mangle Mesonet site, they've gone 100 days as of Wednesday without at least a 1/4 inch of rain in a single day. Now other parts of the state, 50 days, 30 days, so it is multiplying rapidly though when we start talking about that dryness without these significant rainfall events. And this really started back at the beginning of summer, climatological summer, on June 1st. We can take a look at the rainfall since then. All you need to look at here are where those yellows and greens are for the last 3 months. That's the lower than normal rainfall totals, and we can also see that on the departure from normal rainfall map for that same time frame. You can easily see down in southwest Oklahoma 6 to 9 inches below normal. Same thing up in far northeast Oklahoma and other deficits scattered throughout the state. Just a few excess amounts up in the Panhandle and east central Oklahoma, where they got some pretty decent rains. They're also the places without drought. Now, as we look forward, it does look pretty dry as we go through much of the next 7 days. But if we get into later next week, we do see those odds for above normal precipitation chances starting to go up. So especially across the northwestern and north central part of the state. It's hope, so we just have to keep hope because right now in the drought, that's really all we have. A lot of people are hoping for that state fair rainfall. Maybe this will be it later next week. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.